Hello, good day to you. My name is Joseph Philip. I'm an online business consultant. I help consultants, coaches, service experts, and knowledge professionals, knowledge leaders um, make more money from what they already do. I help them grow their revenue. And by the grace of God, I'm also a Tony Elumelu Foundation mentor. And today I want to share with you um, skills that you need in that will help you go ahead or progress or become better in this current dispensation. Now, this talk is let me put it unplanned and no script, but I'm just going to talk from my wealth of experience and share basic things with you. It is no longer a a new story that in this present dispensation we find ourselves, in this kind of world we find ourselves now, skills are the go-to. They are the go-to thing. For example, in my language, Yoruba, Southwest Nigeria, we call skills. Skills can be referred to as ishe owo, that is a handwork. Handiwork. Owo is hands. Then um, ishe handwork. Yes, ishe means work. So handwork, ishe. That's what many people do when they don't go to the higher institution, or they don't go for they didn't go for higher education. Many people, maybe after secondary school, they go to learn how to bake. They go to learn how to be patch car tires and a whole lot of other things. They go to learn carpentry. They go to learn how to be a mechanic by the roadside. Now, in this tech-enabled dispensation that we find ourselves, if you are a business person, or if you are trying to start something, if you want to become more visible online, then I need to. There are no two ways about it. You need to acquire skills that will help you, and one of the major skills that will actually help you and put you on a good pedestal is how to sell. Yes, you need to know how to sell. You need to know how to sell. One of the personally, I've learned a little bit from uh, my brothers from Southeast Nigeria, the Igbo brothers, the Igbo tribe. They know how to sell. And it's not just them alone, from people from my own part of the country, Southwest Nigeria. Sometimes when you go to the market, the way they sell things to you might actually, okay, let me give this example. There's a man around the area where I live. He has two shops. He sells goodies, the soft drink, bread, and whatever, you understand. Then he also has a pharmaceutical shop. Now, whenever I go there to buy something from this man, for example, maybe I went to buy bread. The next question is good. Ask me, what are you going to use to step it down? What are you going to use to step down this bread? And sometimes I just laugh at the question. So instead of me just buying one loaf of bread, I might end up buying just one with one. I end up adding a bottle of soft drink. And sometimes when I buy, I tell him I just want one bottle of soft drink. He said, "Just one? Are you sure it's just one? Are you sure it's just one?" And he just goes ahead to crack jokes, and sometimes I might buy two. Not that I didn't, not that I had the intention of buying two. It doesn't happen all the time. No, it doesn't happen all the time. Maybe once in a while. And sometimes when he asks me, what are you going to use? Maybe I want to buy something edible. He asks, what are you going to use to step down? I'll tell him, what I'm going to use it to step it down is already at home. And we just crack jokes and just leave. I take my leave. What I want to point out is that no matter what it is that you do, you need to acquire skills. You need to learn how to sell. And one of the ways through which you can learn how to sell online is learning to become more visible. Let me give you this example. In I think 2017 or 2018, if I'm not mistaken, I did a 28 days video live challenge for myself. I came online 4 days in a week, seven 4 days in a week for 7 weeks. I did 28 episodes. 28 episodes. I was sharing my knowledge on website design, email marketing, online visibility, and a whole lot of other things. And that alone got more eyes on what I use, or on what I am known for, or what I do. And it got me jobs, 6-figure jobs as a then. It did. So what I want to point out then there is that I knew that if I wanted more clients, if I wanted more customers, I needed to come online. I needed to share the things that I already know. I needed to become more visible. One of the areas where many people are lacking, even with all the skills that they have. Some people are very good bakers. They're very good tailors or fashion designers. They are very good. They have knowledge. They have so much knowledge about what they do. They are experts. They are this and that, but they are not visible. And you discover that when you come online, you find people who are not as good as you are making the box. They are getting all the accolades, getting all the praise. They are getting invited to places to speak, and they are not even as good as you are. They are not good as you are, but they are getting all the accolades. Why? Because they are more visible. I also used to be somebody who uh, I just liked hiding under the shadows, under the radar. I didn't want people to know me. I just want to do my own thing, just underneath and just, But over time, I learned that in this present dispensation, it's not something that you can just joke with. You can't just say you want to hide and still push. Because now, let me tell you one of the reasons why. It's because there's so much information. It's like an explosion of information in this information age, and people have different options to choose from. They have different, so many options. Even the span, the concentration of people online. They have let me little concentration times, if I can phrase that right. They don't have all the time to concentrate on you alone. So, and they have so many people or so many options to choose from. If you are not there, another person will show up, and that's why those who don't have up to what you have, excuse me, they are getting all the shows, all the benefits, and what have you, and they are making the sales. They are making more money than you who has all this skill. I was once like that, but until I began, when I did that 28 days video live challenge, it was then I understood that, look, if you are going to make more sales, if you are going to become better at what you do in this age, you need to show online. You need to show up. It's just it. And this same principle that I applied about 3 or 4 years ago, I had a client who called. We had a consulting session together, and from our discussion, I discovered that if you hear about Cathra Honey today, Cathra Honey, I'm also working on their website now, helping the brand upgrade their website. That's one of the advantages of what this being visible online. The same things I did in order to get visible were the same things I did to help that brand become more visible online. She sells honey, Cathedral honey. She sells honey, and so we had a consulting session. These are different topics about honey benefits and what have you, health benefits. Whoever is online, please drop a comment. I want to talk to you. Just say hello. If you're in the comment section, let me check my phone. I mean, I say comment section. If you are watching this live, or if this is replay, you're watching this as a replay, please kindly indicate in the comment section. All right. So what I'm trying to point out is that we had this consulting session, and I told her list all the things that you're going to talk about. That there are beneficial topics, and she did that, and she went on a live video challenge. The first time wasn't sweet. It wasn't sweet, but I was there encouraging her, dropping likes, and before you know it, she started getting more exposed, getting more visibility. The videos began getting shared. Now, there was even a time she told me, okay, as at this year, she has been on a rodeo program in Kwara State, where she holds, I think it's every Sunday, where she gets to talk about honey, brand of honey, and a whole lot of other things on radio. Yes, on radio. And she has so many distributors now. And though she had been doing this honey before she came in contact with me, she had been selling. But the session I had with her helped her improve her online visibility. So no matter what it is that you need online visibility, and that online visibility won't come by you hiding under the radars. No, it won't come by you hiding under. So that won't come by you hiding under the radar. You need to be visible. People need to see you. And this is one of the skills that I teach, helping people overcome the fear of videos, overcome the fear of say I'm camera shy, I'm shy. No. It's one of the skills that I've learned over time, and I've taught others as well, helping them become overcome camera shyness. Is that correct? Help them overcome camera shyness and help them become more visible. To be very candid with you, just doing this on your timeline, if you're able to come online maybe for 30 days, just having maybe 5 to 10 minutes talk, 5 to 10 minutes every day for 30 days, you discover that your brand, your business will explode. Your business will explode. It will definitely explode. And you will now begin to wonder where did one of the benefits of this is that you even find people who did not know you, who never knew you. Sometimes they will not even leave any likes or comments on your videos, but they'll keep getting they'll keep noticing you or monitoring you, and the time will come. I've done this on Facebook for a long time, and it has helped bring connections that I never knew were possible, connections that brought further connection. So if you are not working on becoming visible online, then your business will rather not have the kind of leverage. That's for organic. That's if you are just posting your time, that's organic marketing. But if you also want to become known faster, become more visible online faster, then paid ads is a sure way to go. But I'm not going there today. All I'm just talking about are skills that you need to learn. And I've talked about how to sell and how to face the camera so that you can share content, then also how to write. You need to know how to write. And because that is about sharing your thoughts, your expertise. One major thing is that I remember, let me share a story with you. Some years ago, while I was in the secondary school, we used to believe that if you are to be a very good English student, then you must know how to write up big grammar. That was our thought and our mentality then, that you must know how to write all this big grammar. But we had a terrible shock. By the time we wrote our secondary school leaving certificate examination, out of 140 something that wrote that exam, we were the first set of our secondary school leavers. We were about 140 something. I think it was about 9 or thereabout. Hey, please, who's online? Please let me. Somebody like this video. Just say hi. Just say hi if you are there online. Just say hi. Who's that? Sorry, sorry. If you are the one who drop a like, please let me know you. Just say hi, and I will just drop your hi in the comment section, and I will reach out to you. So it's very important. Um, I've talked about how to sell. I've talked about what's the other thing I've talked about? I've talked about how to sell. I've talked about how to face camera, ensuring that you're not camera shy. Then another one is learning how to write. You need to learn how to write. It's very, very important. And when you write, like I said, out of about 140 plus of us that wrote that exam, then it was about just, I think 9 of us that passed that exam. Um, it, uh, it was later as I was growing up and, writing, and I came across copywriting, content writing, and began to make money from it. I began to understand one major thing that, look, when you are speaking, or when you write as if you are speaking, you write as if you are speaking. And even if you're a technical person, you have so much grammar in your field of study, you need to be able to break it down into something that people can relate with. You don't just bamboozle. You see, that's another word I said. I said bamboozle. I'm not supposed to say that, but I deliberately said that. We want to bamboozle, we want to scatter people's head with so much, with big grammar. No, that's not what shows your expertise. You need to be able to explain concepts, ideas, solutions to people in such a way that they can comprehend and understand what it is that you are trying to pass across. And that's what enables you to get the kind of clients that you are looking for. So you must learn how to sell, and you must learn how to use videos, how to use camera, how to face the camera. Then you must also learn how to write. It's very, very important, because if you learn how to write, various ways through which writing has helped me personally. I've written jobs for clients, and during the lockdown, writing was one of the sources of income I had. It was one of the major sources. So it was one of the major sources. And I've written, uh, I've got in the past, I've written for people and gotten almost a five-figure jobs. And when I mean five figures, I'm not talking about Mr. Daddy. Daddy, good afternoon, sir. Mr. Benga, good afternoon, sir. Now, when I talk about five figures, I'm talking about five figures that are closer to six figures. And I'm not talking about maybe 10,000, 20,000. No, this time I got a job very close to 100,000. It's very close to 100,000 naira just for writing. Just for writing. So you must learn how to write. And when I talk about writing, it's not about trying to show off that you know so much grammar. You write as you speak. I was working on a course there. I think I call it Writers Monetization, something benefit or something. I was creating a course then. Maybe I didn't finish creating that course anyway. I didn't. But because personally over the years I've made money from writing. Writing has paid me a great deal. And these days, I've also used that writing. I also use that writing now to I move with that writing. I move into what I call email copywriting, helping people to sell their products via email. I write emails. It's one of the areas through which, because by the grace of God, I've also written emails for there's an organization called the Association of African Startup Stars. I've written emails for them, a 30-day email writing sequence, and they paid me good money to write just 30-day email. And it all it all stems or flows down from my knowledge of writing. I'm not a super writer, no, but I understand how to communicate what I'm writing. I don't need to blow somebody's head with grammar, no, but I know how to write. And this did not happen in a day. It took series and series and series of writing, and you will not get better at it until you start it. So I've mentioned three skills so far. Learning how to sell is very important. Learning how to sell online is very, very important. Then also, what's that second one? Learning how to sell. Then two, using videos, learning how to use videos like this, being able to face the camera. Then three, learning how to write. These three skills, by grace of God, I have, apart from tech skills of learning how to design websites, like doing graphic designs. Those are not compulsory. You don't need to know everything, but those three things that I mentioned, those three skills that I talked about, learning how to sell, excuse me, learning how to sell, to um, learning how to use video content, how to do video lives like this. Then three, learning how to write. Those three skills are very, very important that you need to have in this present dispensation if you actually want to make it big. Now you can outsource how to selling if you don't want, like a client I'm currently trying to work with, she doesn't want anything to do with the marketing, with the selling, just get the others. And so we have to set up the selling part for her. I and my team helping her to set up that selling part for her, while she handles just the delivery and every other thing, logistics and every other thing. So you can outsource it. Writing as well, you can also outsource it. So if you want me to write for you, you can also talk to me. I can write for you. Yes, I can write. It's one of the things I've been doing for years. I've been doing writing. I've been writing for years. If you also want to learn how to do video lives like this, I can teach you how to do it. I've done that for you. I've taught a client, and that client is making good money from our honey business. Now, just coming online, sharing. Yeah, we'll do some practice sessions, just you and I. In a closed group, we'll learn. I'll show you, tell you the things you need to do, and from there, I'll be able to take you by the hand and tell you that this thing is not hard. I can go live at any point in time and share anything I want to share. Like I told you at the beginning, this is not scripted. I didn't write this. I'm just talking from the wealth of experience. And these three skills, in one way or the other, contributed to my being chosen or appointed, chosen as a Tony Elumelu Foundation mentor. Yeah, I'm a mentor with the Tony Elumelu Foundation. It's one of Africa's biggest non-governmental organization, helping entrepreneurs build businesses that provide jobs for Africans. So these three skills: learning how to sell, learning doing videos, facing the camera, becoming more visible, learning how to write. I believe by the grace, with coupled with the grace of God, you can't remove the grace of God. And coupled with that, helped me. I just received an email, Mr. Joseph, really, blah blah blah. We want you. Somebody gave you us this state, and we want you to be a mentor. So please answer these questions. The questions were very lengthy, were much, but at the end of the day, skills. And by the grace of God, today I'm a Tony Elumelu Foundation mentor, and that did not come easy. It did not come on a platter of gold, but over the years, building these three major skills that I've mentioned. So if you want to learn more about any of these skills, you want me to take you by the hand, teach you, train you, personally coach you on how to go about all of this so that you become more visible. People begin to ask more about your business. People begin to do more business with you. Then send me a message, or you drop a comment in the comment section, and I will gladly provide you answers. So I'm available for a one-on-one coaching session live. We'll do virtual one-on-one coaching sessions, and I can put you through all these things that have helped me over the years, becoming more visible and getting to be chosen as a Tony Elumelu Foundation mentor. So thanks. Just a recap: three major skills that you need to go for you to be able to go ahead in this current disposition. Number one, learning how to sell. Number two, learn how to use videos, to showcase, to tell people what you do, and sharing information, just like I'm doing. And number three, learn how to write. Those three skills are very important. So if you've got any question, please put it in the comment section. And if you're watching this on a replay, please kindly ask your question. You can share this video with your friends. It's free. Doesn't cost, because you just a click or a tap, and another tap or another click, and share. Let people get to know about it. Let them also benefit from this, because I know it's going to help a lot of people. So if you want to work one-on-one with me, just send me a message, and I'll gladly looking forward to coaching people, coaching you, training you, helping you become better, and ensuring that you are able to become more visible online, and you make the kind of sales that you make. So it's been a pleasure hosting you, having you today. So all right. So if you got any question, ask in the comment section, and I'll come back and answer you. So if you are watching this as live, just put hashtag live. I'm watching live, and if this replay, just put hashtag replay, and that's it. Bye bye.